Hi guys, my name is Sansi. Sorry, my shoe just fell off my slipper. Um, okay, so this is going to be number 8 in my OBE Dream Realism Dream series. And okay, so I was wondering a few days before I had this dream, I was wondering if I'd ever been an animal before. So, like in a past life, is that possible or whatever, you know? I also had this dream many years ago, probably about 5 years ago now, I want to say. Okay, so usually, and I think you can do this too. Usually, if I want the answer to something, like a question like this, I will think of it, right? And this is trying to think only of my question as I'm falling asleep. So, I was just wondering, and I was thinking, was I ever an animal in my past life? And then I fell asleep and I dreamt that I was a moose. Yes, a moose of all things. The last thing on my list I would have thought of, right? But I was a male moose. I was a male moose. I was in my prime. I was very healthy. I just felt beautiful. I felt regal in this big body. And I was standing in a meadow. And it was a pretty big meadow. And I was grazing. And I remember being able to see perfectly, maybe 30 feet or something like that. I'm sorry, I'm just now thinking about this. Probably, yeah, I'm thinking maybe 30 to 40 feet I could see perfectly, like clear vision. But after that, everything was a blur. So I really don't know if this is how moose see, actually, but that's how I was seeing in my dream. And I really feel like this was like, I don't know, I don't think you could call it an out-of-body experience, really. And not a premonition. I don't know, just a past life remembrance, I guess. But I want to add it to this series anyway. Okay, so I'm standing there and I'm grazing. I felt fine. I felt safe. Everything was good. And I remember being able to see ants crawling on a little blade of grass. I mean, it was just like a little blade of grass, and I could feel the vibration through my hooves of them climbing that blade of grass. So it was pretty wild. And what's even more wild than that is that ever since I had that dream, I feel vibrations through my feet, just like in that dream. So I can feel the vibrations of a train that's way, way far away from my house, but I can feel the vibrations of that. If there is a fan on, I can feel the vibrations of that. When there's a storm, like anything that is making noise or has any littlest vibration at all, I will feel it. It doesn't matter if I'm laying down or standing up or walking or what. So I think that's also interesting. So be careful what you wish for, right? Because sometimes it can be irritating. Like I sleep with a fan on. I have my whole life, I've slept with a fan on in my room, winter, summer, all year round. And it's irritating to me that I can feel the vibration of the fan. So I've tried putting the fan up on a chair, like patting, the underneath so I don't feel the vibration as much, but I still feel the vibration. So it's just, takes getting used to that, which I'm still not used to. And it's been like 4 or 5 years ago that I had this dream. But anyway, I think that you could do this too if you would like. And I really do feel like I was a moose in a past life. I don't know, like what year or how long ago or anything like that. And then I also heard just earlier today, I was watching a podcast, and the guy said that he believes that we were all plants once. In our first incarnation, we were plants or mushrooms or whatever. And then the next lifetime, you might come back as a rabbit or a lizard or some type of animal. And then it just escalates until you're finally a human. And so that kind of coincides with my dream. Well, I mean, it really coincides with my dream. But I also think that this may be true because I was watching a program several years ago about, and I just thought this guy was crazy, but he said that he remembers being a twig, let me go back. He remembers being a pile of poop, and he also remembers being the twig that grew out of that pile. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to be graphic or talking about poop. But anyway, I mean, it's important, right? So, and now I'm thinking maybe that guy isn't so crazy after all. Because we just change form. We never die. We just change form. And however playful or whatever you want to be, they say that we, with our guides or our higher self, I guess it's the same thing, when we're on the other side, after we've died from whatever incarnation, we're there planning our next trip back. So you might be planning on, being a bird or whatever. And can you go backwards? So now that I'm a human, can I reincarnate as a moose again, or a bird, or, a cow, or whatever? It seems like it would be possible that you could go either way, especially if what they say is true about everything being like linear, like all our lives are happening all at once. So, and if it's really pre-planned, all these lives, and your death is pre-planned and everything, then there's no reason you couldn't jump back and forth. So if it, like all your lifetimes, let's just say all your lifetimes are all out right here in front of you, then you could probably just pick and choose. Okay, I'm going to come back. Oh, I want to be a bird this time. So, you just want to do this or that or whatever for the experience, right? Because I think that we're really just here to experience being in a body, whatever kind of body that is. And like they say, there's really no good and bad. I mean, there is in our mind, but without the bad, we wouldn't know how good we had it. Or if things were good, we wouldn't, the opposite, we wouldn't know how bad things could be. I don't know, but it's interesting, and I'm just open for discussion about it, whatever you think. And if you've had any dreams of being an animal, please comment. And if you try, go ahead and try. If you haven't, go ahead and think about this before you go to sleep. And you know, I didn't ask specifically, like, I had no idea it was going to come up a moose, right? I just said, my question was, have I ever been an animal in a past life? Plain and simple. Have I ever been an animal in a past life? So you could go that route. And, or if, you know, like you're attracted to camels or something, or elephants. A lot of people like, I love elephants too. I even have an elephant screensaver on my phone. You could, I haven't done this, so I can't say for sure, but I think that you could say, have I ever been an elephant in a past life? If you want to know something specific. Otherwise, leave it open-ended and just see what you get, because I thought it was really fun. Although, you know, be prepared that you might have ongoing symptoms like feeling vibrations like I can. So, so just a little bit of warning about that. So, but you know, if you dreamt of being an eagle, maybe your eyesight would be better, right? If you dreamt of being like a road runner, then you'd be really fast. So I don't know. I just think it's curious, and I'm open for the discussion about it. And I think it's cool. All right, guys. And I hope to see you on the next one. Please leave a comment. Please a thumbs up and sub and share. Okay? And I'll see you on the next one. Okay, bye-bye.